Hey everyone, it's Tony
and Gigi.
And Gigi blowing out my eardrums with Nerds Never Sleep. And today we are joined by the beautiful Toru, going to the world of
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And today we are going to be taking a look at a super adorable, and who is this now?
Kanna.
Kanna. And yes, this is going to be her...
This is her maid's outfit?
Yeah, her maid outfit costume by Apex. Now, this was, in the US at least, exclusive to Crunchyroll. So you could only get it through the Crunchyroll store. And we had a companion piece of Toru, but we didn't manage to ever get that one. So I think just the cuteness is what counts, right?
Yeah.
So today we're going to go to the Monstars collection, to one that she's been sitting on for, what, 3 Christmases now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally get around to unboxing this big Kanna, which you now have room for.
Yeah, finally.
Finally. So what we're going to do is we are going to clear off this table. We are going to bring y'all in. Let's take a look at this super pink, super cute box. And then we're going to open her up.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So let's take a look at the box. So on the front of the box, we have this big, beautiful window where you could kind of take a closer look at Kanna and all the accessories that come with the figure. We've got Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. We've got the Apex Toys logo. And of course, a little tiny picture of her. Now, over here on the side, what do we got?
We have the art of her.
And it looks very, very cute. And here on the other side, we've got her...
It is the back of the figure.
Yep, we've got her from the back. And then here on the actual back, we have another kind of frontal view of the figure, as well as all of the details about the piece itself. And that's it for the box.
Now let's go take a look at her.
All right, so now that we are zoomed out, let's go ahead and cut this open. All right, oh, you got it in there easy. All right, so now that we've got her open, she's got a couple of pieces here. Let's start with the instructions, which are in the bottom of the box. So this does have instructions, but not ones in English. As you can see here, she does actually combine with the Toru as well, kind of making a little maid cafe scene. But since we're only doing her, we only have to follow part of the directions. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with the base. All right, so it looks like, oh my God, that's going to be cute. So here on the base, we have a metal foot peg right here that looks like she's going to be slipping on a banana peel.
Yeah.
And we have 2 little holes right here, which I'm imagining her cake stand is going to probably fit into. So we're going to go and put the banana down here on the back. And I think we're going to go with Kanna next. So we're going to grab Kanna next, and we're going to plug her into the base. She's stuck in there with some tape. All right, so we got to be careful removing that plastic, right? Yeah. Does it need to get cut, or is it going to slide off? One slid off. And the other one slid off. Perfect. Is that it for her? Mm-hmm. All right, Kanna is pretty much one piece, I think, except for maybe her tail, which is going to have to plug underneath her little booty shorts right here. So we're going to do that right now before we plug her in. So look at how the booty is shaped. Oh, actually, she has a little piece of foam right there. So we got her in. We're going to go angle her this way. So let's see. Is that the way she goes in? All right, let's go. And the tail is going to plug in under her booty. And that's it. So we had to use both of our little hands here, my fat fingers and her little fingers, to kind of get that wedged in, because the picture is actually quite deceptive. I'm going to hold her off to you. The picture actually shows the tail going upwards in the photo, but as you can see, it kind of goes outward in the way the figure is going. So it's secured. Now we have a little peg here in her foot where she's going to go into the banana peel and kind of fall. So to make sure that our foot peg goes in properly, let's see how it goes in. And it does go down there pretty sturdy. So she's basically slipping on a banana peel. And I think we're going to go with the table next. So there should be two little pegs that are going to go in right here. Line it up perfectly. And they are going to kind of partially sit in there. So we had to get a little bit more oomph because, as you can see, the table is going to be crooked. And now we need to get the little cake. And there's the cake right there. Now, does that have a little groove on it as well? So that's going to plug in somewhere where in her hand. So see if we can get it in there. Sometimes you got to really look in there. Yep. Do we need an extra hand? We need an extra hand? All right. So she has a little tiny groove here inside of her hand. And this is angled in, so it's a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this into her hand. And the cake is flimsy, so you can't use the cake for leverage. Okay, so that was a little bit of a pain in the butt because you have to kind of wedge this into her hand. But once it goes together, it stays together. So that is the assembly, which went a little bit longer than we wanted because some of the pieces were a little difficult. But this is absolutely adorable.
Yes, it is.
And we're going to clear out this table. Zoom you guys in and take a better look at it.
Yep.
Posters of legends on every single wall. Action figures standing tall. Cosplay outfits ready for the con. Inbox treasure never pawned. Every inch of space a tale to share. Pixelated quests all filed with care. Dusty joysticks, a click and the combo strike, and the room's alive with the late night tide. Times you that can't be, time source keys. Well, I'd never be wriggled on a right line. Oh, get lie, oh, get fine. He's in my room, filled shells on mint condition figs in their box. Security, let's unbox, reveal that rare gloss. Caffeine high, no sleep cramped, nerves never sleep, we're always hyped. So awake, you're night. Arcade buttons clacking clear, retro console memories near. Streaming live with a sorry fans cheer. Bonfires, bonds that persevere. Nerds never sleep, we're always hyped into the night. Our world alive. Unboxing now, that new release flair. Collector card spread, careful and fair. Anime posters, guardians on the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Kanna. I got a little distracted by Toru over here. Sorry. Anyways, back to um,
Kanna?
yes, Kanna. That's right, Kanna. So now you guys had a closer look at it, and what do you think about Kanna here? Let's go through some of the things you. Let's start with the things you didn't like about Kanna. Is there anything you didn't like about this
I
piece?
didn't like how hard for the pieces to go in.
So okay, so assembly was a little bit of a pain in the butt. So what are we gonna say? The tail and maybe the cake, the way they fit in,
Yeah.
maybe weren't the best. The table and the foot, those were easy.
Yeah, that was very easy.
Okay. So just the little pieces that more or less kind of took some big hands and small hands to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, now we got the negatives out of the way. Honestly, I think those are probably my biggest negatives for it too was the tail definitely was deceptive. But now we see the way that she's falling and the tail does look like it's going upwards, but when you were assembling it, it didn't look like it was going up. It looked like it was going out. So, actually was a little jarring. Cake here going inside that handpiece, that was a little bit of a pain in the butt just because of the way things were angled and you did have to kind of move the hand a little bit. Other than that, yeah, I think those are going to be my only negatives about it so far too. So, let's shift over to the positives. What did you like about Little Miss Kanna here?
I love her face. I love how the motion is.
Okay, so that's call that a little bit of dynamic, right?
Yeah.
It's got dynamic motion to it, something I always talk about. Okay, all right. What else do you like about this?
Well, I love that stuffing that black base, like they usually are.
Okay, so you like that it has a themed base, unlike the giant Toru
Yeah.
base like this. Okay,
Oh,
gotcha. What else are you liking about it?
I love how the gradient is in her hair.
Okay, oh, the gradient in her hair. I'd never actually thought to call it that in my life, so that's a good one. I like that. Leave it to the art girl to come up with the little artistic phrases.
I love how her dress is.
You love the dress, so do you like the way it kind of poofs out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm digging that too. Honestly, I think one of the things that sticks out the best for me is her slipping on the little banana peel. I think that's super cute. I think that's a cute little thing. It's not just her being clumsy. It's she's literally slipping on a banana peel. And one of the other things I like about it is the detail in the little teacup with the tea going up, the translucent tea kind of going up in the air and just staying kind of like it's freeze framed in motion there. I like that. And I think honestly, just like Gigi said, the dynamic aspect of it, the sense of motion, the sense that she is actually falling, I really do love that. And I gotta say, I love the face.
Yeah.
I think they maybe could have given her a little bit more of like an open mouth, like terrified face.
But she doesn't show off like expression in
And
the show.
that's exactly why. She knows more about the franchise than I do. I just know Toru and the big mommies. So that's my expertise. This is her expertise. So she doesn't really show the expression.
No.
So this actually is very fitting for her character.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. I do like the little blushing cheeks. I think it came out really cool, and I like all the little kind of beads almost in her hair. I think it kind of adds a little bit of pop, a little bit of color to the piece. Now, what do you think about the tail? Did they do a good job on her tail, even though it was a pain in the butt to get it in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the tail is actually done really well. Anything else that sticks out with this one to you?
The cake.
It's a very strawberry cake. I like that. I like that because it's a very good cake. So, and I also got to say, her horns are molded really, really well, and the hair sculpt is really perfectly done. It's not blotchy or kind of
The
sloppy.
strawberries on top here are more like gradient as well because it goes more
The way
lighter.
the color flows, just like a real strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
So the colors are really well done. They pop. What would you give Little Miss Kanna on a 1 out of 10, in your opinion?
I'll give her an 8.5.
8.5, all right.
Because of how hard it was to put in.
All right. That's fair. So knocked off what, a half a point for the assembly maybe?
Yeah.
So it would have been a 9. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm kind of leaning the same boat. I'm going to go a little bit lower. I'm going to go an 8 out of 10. It's a damn great piece. And I think maybe if you got the toru that goes with it, it might actually make a little bit of a cooler piece adding them together. But her as a standalone piece is really freaking good. The only thing with me was the pricing on this one at retail price was very, very expensive. We got it during a Crunchyroll sale at 60% off, and it was very much worth it. So it kind of depends on your love of the character and what you want to pay. So I don't know. I'm going to say if you're a Kanna fan, 100% recommended.
Yeah.
And what do you think?
Definitely.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
All right. So Kanna fans, I think this is probably a must-have. It's absolutely adorable. And if you're going to go for a Kanna figure that's more expensive, something like this, I would definitely recommend over something like the freeing bunny girl of Kanna. Please don't buy that one, guys. Let's just not do that. But other than that, I think she's a pretty solid piece. I think it is definitely a worthy addition to any collection. I think even though I'm not a Kanna fan, I think she's super freaking cute. Any final thoughts on Kanna before we end this?
She's cute.
She's super cute, or just regular cute?
Just super cute.
All right. And are you loving this one?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for this one today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed joining us and checking out Little Miss Clumsy Kanna. And if you did like the video today, guys, do us a solid.
Click the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button.
Spread the nerdiness. Follow on all the socials. Where are the links?
It's in the description below.
And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye!